Hey guys, welcome back. Lucian here with you again, like always, back with another episode of the DNS Tech Pack. So last episode we put up dual turbines, and they're jamming along pretty good. I'm very pleased with how they're running. Right now they're combined putting out about 42,000 RF, which is plenty for now. You can see my system's only pulling about 2,000 RF, but I'm not running a quarry really or anything. Found a good balance point of steam. Got it right at 18,000 RF, and each one's putting up a little bit over 21,000 RF. And you can see that it actually hasn't moved in both RPM and RF a tick in several hours. So I'm very happy with the way this build turned out. I don't know if I think I did this after I ended the last episode, but put this up because this is going to be a platform for the fusion reactor. And I did tinker with this just a little bit more and find the a good balance point for the rod insertion, which happens to be 81%. So I think my burn rate was like 0.2 when I turned off the camera, or turned off the video last, and now we're at 0.07. So I'm pleased. Like I said, if I go to 82%, actually my heat starts dipping and I start losing a little bit of steam. So 81% is where my balance point is. So fantastic. Also in here, just a little bit ago, I was playing with the screens from RF Tools, and you can see I am using these RF cards, which, I'm just kind of playing around with them, and I actually have it giving me information on the matrix. So the matrix is actually, the induction matrix is actually 29% full, and you can actually see the progress, kind of the progress bar, and you can see where my net RF is. So it's making about 42, and then I'm losing that 2,000 for maintenance cost, and my net is about 39, and I can change this so the plus is green, and if we get into a negative power situation, or we're pulling more power than we're putting in, it'll actually go red, which I just love it. And you can actually see where it's actually pulling off the induction matrix. So I have this one just set up for giving me the RF per tick, and this one's actually showing me my progress bar and with a percentage. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. I also threw a clock in here because I was waiting to sleep to start recording, and I didn't know what time it was because it was raining. And I was just playing with these fluid storage ones, and I got it clicked on these portable tanks, so you can actually see the redstone's full at 8 buckets, ender's full at 8 buckets, and the so if I grab a little bit of glowstone, stick that in there, you could actually watch it, kind of a live update. So super cool, super cool, love it. Changes from the last episode. Got a few leafy sandwiches. Quarry finished what I set it up to work on. So right now I am just got the digital miner running, just targeting for gold, draconium, and diamonds, and I think a little bit of stuff else. But mainly just the the ores that I'm kind of short on, and you can see my targeting gold and my 5 times processing has taken me up to from 100 to 3600. So you can kind of see where I've been working at with that, but I don't really need some of these other ores working. That's why my power usage is so low. It's because I'm just using a digital miner. What else? I think that's it for catch up. So today's episode we're going to work on mob spawning, and I have kind of a build in mind, and it's kind of going to be a two-part video, two-part build. So today we're going to kind of work on part 1. So what I did, I spent about an hour wandering around gathering up soul vials of different critters and then put them through the soul binder over there, and then combining them with a broken spawner. So right now I have a ghast, wither skeleton, wisp, but I didn't realize I had a broken spawner wisp, but I got a soul vial, so I got both. Blaze, witch, and then I went to the end and just hung out there for like 15 minutes and finally got a mob soul of a Enderman. So that's gonna be what our mobs. Now I have slime. Slime is still in here. Oh, okay. Yeah, you finished. Now I did slime in there because I don't have any slime balls, and you can see I'm now using blue slime instead of green slime because of this thing right here. And you can see I'm out again. So that's my jet fuel maker. So I need to get some slime balls. Get in there. Just keep making me jet fuel. So that's how we're going to work that. So I have powered spawners set up in here to be crafted. And I think I need 6. I think I built it for 6. And I went through it and made some Z-Logic controllers off camera because, you know, they're not hard to make. So I'll go ahead and start those up running. Actually, they are done. Now, before we get to this, and we'll put this here because that's kind of my project chest for the day. Now, if I go here, I yank this thing down here. My ultimate goal is to have my whole mob spawning set up for mob souls, but we gotta do what we can right now. I don't have mob souls for all these, so we just kind of work with it. Eventually we're gonna do that. So if I go into here, and if I scroll down to, what is it under? Yes. So to get started, you have to right click any vanilla spawner with a draconic core to stabilize it, and then you now have an empty transportable spawner that you can pick up with draconic tools. So to get a mob spawner, we have to have a draconic core and a draconic tool. So that kind of leaves us where we're got to start here. And I put everything in queue, or build everything ready to go, so we can grab a pickaxe to the wyvern. Now we're also going to need a, what did it say? Draconic core. Okay. Alright, so we do that. I'll put some power into you. And I went ahead and flew around for a while till I found a spawner. It happens to be a cave spawner. So that's that. And now we have a stabilized mob spawner. Cool. Let's see what kind of loot we got. Oh, not great loot. Just take it off. Okay. So got that. Throw all this in here. So that's kind of our layout of stuff. So we need to combine these up. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is this right here? Okay, that's to that. Now, unfortunately, this is going to take a fair amount of XP to do. because you have to combine them with 30 levels with an anvil. Like that. So, I'm going to do the ones I would definitely want to do first, then I'll be back in a second. And last and final one, Wisp. Didn't take as much XP out of there as I thought. I guess it's scales so much at the higher levels. But okay, so we have Wither Skeleton, Slime, Blaze, Witch, Ghast, and Wisp. Pretty cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw those back in there for now. I want to get rid of these, so I don't need them. Now if I go back into here, you will see in here, so there's several items you can use to upgrade. So we can upgrade with Wyvern Core, another star, which we'll definitely will need, which I did go back into the mining area and kill like 10 more. My son was with me, he wanted to do it, so I just killed like 10 of them. So we're going to need another star, so we want to do a Wyvern Core, another star, and a Notch Apple. I might even have a Notch Apple. I do. Loot bag. Alright, so we're going to need a Wyvern Core. She's just going to burn up another nether star, which is fine. And what else do we need? Another star. So, Wyvern Core, Nether Star, Notch Apple. Okay. So that. Alright. What else are we going to need? Conduit. Got a stack of those. Stack of those. We need something for power. Tesseract. Well, I know that that's empty. Did I not teach it? Wow. Totally screwed up that. Okay. I did have to go back and add some more molecular similars, as you can see, because I filled them up. Alright, so that'll take a minute to cook. Now let's see if we need anything else. I don't think so. Oh, well, yeah, we're going to need something else. We're going to need a way to kill everything. And that we are going to turn to Draconic Evolution again. We're going to turn to the Mob Grinder. And the reason we're going to turn to the Mob Grinder is it does a bigger area than the grinders from MFR. And I haven't used it before, so that's why. Good enough reason, right? And what are you missing in the middle? Draconic Core. Okay, cool. So that's that. Now, I think the thing about that mob grinder, it does not pick up XP, so we're gonna have to deal with that. I'm most positive it doesn't. So let's grab a vacuum. Hopper. Drum. In fact, I might grab another Tesseract. We have the resources for it. Okay. So I think we're going to be kind of good for now. I might grab an angel block. Because they come in handy sometimes. Alright. You almost done? You are done. So I think I got everything, which I probably don't, but, you know, hey, what can you do? Go ahead and sleep it off. And let's go to the mob farm. That belt. Something very simple. Nothing but andesite and vanilla glass. But it is a... what did I build it? 11 by 11? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah, 11 by 11. Because here, the spawners can spawn up to a 4 blocks each way. So that's a 9 by 9. So 9 by 9 on the inside, 11 by 11 on the outside. So what I'm going to do, as you can see, I've already made a column to just kind of work off of. I'm going to come back in and kind of put these through. So I'll be back in a minute once I get kind of things kind of laid out like I want it. Might take me a minute, so I'll be back in a second. Alright, I'm back. So I'm just starting to run some cable, or conduit I should say. Got everything laid out. Now I'm just running redstone conduit up to the roof, so we have a little bit of control over our spawning. Okay. Probably gonna need to grab a little bit more of that. That's okay. So next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the right on. What's this? Crap. What's this? What's this? Back of receipt. Okay. So gassed will be red. Gassed equals red. Okay. Green will be wisp. So you can kind of see it down. Putting everything as a color. Brown is... what's in that slide? Brown. Blaze will be blue. That's cool. Didn't plan that. Purple will be witch. And last and finally will be wither. Cyan. Okay, fabulous. Okay. So everything's got a different color, and then up here at the top we'll do individual redstone control to each different spawner. Make sense? Makes sense so far. Alright, so we are going to say active with a signal, active with a signal, active with a signal. Okay, so none of these should come on when we add some power. Everything should be powering up, but not running. Right? Fantastic. Okay. So next thing, if we do, let's just test one out. We'll test the slime, which is brown. So when I flip this lever, we should start seeing slimes come out. Right? We'll just hang out and wait for that. Make sure that's what happens. Actually, I can go ahead and sleep. Cool. And we have slimes. Alright, so part 2 of this video is we're going to deal with more of the automation. Today is just more of a functional, get everything up and running day. Well, look at that. Would you believe that? Okay. Okay, we can deal with that. So now let's deal with the killing of creatures. So you are going to be there. Mob grinder, and just put that in there, that in there, and grab some power. Put those up for now. Don't need them yet. Yeah, I'm getting you some power. Don't worry. Don't worry. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's really neat. So you can shift right click on it. I'll tell you where it's going to kill at. So we need it on. Put my pen down. Cool, 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 cool. Fantastic. Now, next thing I'm going to do. Put you here. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. You down. You there. I don't know. I'm gonna have to adjust this. Okay. Test run number 2. So let's go ahead and flip that and see what's gonna happen. I don't know if it's gonna output to the back or what. Or if it'll output here. But, yeah. Okay, so they're going there. Okay. So the good news is it's killing things. So the bad news is I just need to do a little bit of configuration to get this to run right. I was hoping that this was going to collect the items, but if not, that's fine. We can totally work around that. Totally work around that. Okay. Now let's test out the wither skeleton, which would be cyan. Okay. You go. I just want to make sure it is actually a real wither skeleton and not a vanilla, because that's the one I scooped up. I'll make sure this is running like it should. Come on, little buddy. Come on. Yep. Just like I was worried. Just like I was worried about. Okay. Well, that is okay. I guess we'll work around it. We can work around this. Alright, let me do a cut here to see how I can figure this out. Let's go ahead and get you started as well. Okay. So wyvern core, another star, gold level, and we can see tons of Endermen. Okay, so looks like we got a loot collection issue. Okay. Now, I'll throw a lever on here. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Cool deal. Alright, so let me figure out what we're going to do about the wither skeleton and kind of clean this up right here. So I'll be back in just a second. Alright guys, I'm back. So I took about 20 minutes, kind of thought about how I wanted to work this system out. And I've come up with kind of a janky system. And you know I love my janky systems that aren't pretty to look at, but they still work at the end of the day. So what I came to the conclusion of is I needed to switch to an MFR auto spawner, because I know that's going to work, and I already had the Safari net with the wither skeleton in there, because this did not work correctly. So the unfortunate thing is you have to deal with is you have to have some sort of essence to continue to power it. And still got the colors the same. So what I did was get out of here. I popped down a grinder, and my only hope is that it's just gonna get just enough just to keep the wither skeleton guy running. Everything else should be killed by this mob grinder. Now what I just actually took a step further, I actually went and made a basic gate and then put fluid in tank, redstone signal. Remember, these things turn off with a redstone signal. So in the event that we have our positive or plus on essence, this thing will turn off and slowly be running off the grinder, which is going to be quicker. So for item collection, I stuck down a item collector with a 9x9x9 radius going into this ender chest. And then I also have my vacuum hopper here with items going to the ender chest, you know, basically whoever picks it up first. And then I have fluid exporting the XP and back into the ender chest, which I'm sending back to the base, which I already made a fluid storage disk and set it and partitioned it to accept liquid XP. Now, as soon as we get a mob soul for Wither Skeleton, all this can go away. So this is just to get us through the, over the hump of getting us a mob soul. And I believe this will give us mob souls. I hope. Otherwise, we'll set up another system that I've already kind of sort of designed in my head. So what we can do is then I come in here and I grab my older drums from my old mob farm, and then I grab a fluid storage module from RF Tools, so I can remotely monitor what's going on here at the base, or monitor this drum from the base to make sure we're not running out of juice. So kind of get what I'm saying? So let's try it. Should be running. It's pulling in mob juice, so it's a good sign so far. Why you no spawn? Well, that's confusing. This system is just fighting me all the way around, isn't it? Okay. Now what? Okay. What? I don't know. I don't know. Well, on the plus side, everything else should be running. So let's just kind of test everything else. So I'll turn this off. Alright. Let's test gas. Looks like it's fired up and running. Out of liters. Green is wisp. Brown is slimes. Blue is blazes. So we'll just let everything spawn through once. Wisp. So far so good. Okay. I like it. I like it so far, except for the wither skeleton. Alright, I'm going to leave it there for now, and I'm going to kind of work on the wither skeleton thing, and then we're going to come back with part 2, and we're going to get into some more automation, and I got a really cool automation plan for this. So I'll see you in the next one, and thanks again for joining me.